This is our 100th episode of Good Karma Wrestling. We are so glad that you're with us here. 100 episodes. Let me tell you something, Brian Rowitz. We've had some tremendous guests, but there's one that stands above everybody else that we've had on the show for 100 episodes.
That's right. There's only one. Only one stands above it all.
It's Daddy Magic. It's Matt Menard. He's with us right here on Good Karma Wrestling. Daddy Magic, thanks so much for joining us.
What's going on, boys? And congratulations, 100 episodes, and nothing to sneeze at.
It's no question about it. We just want to get your thoughts, first of all, about the big pay-per-view taking place on December 30th on Long Island, but on just how you celebrate. We have 100 episodes, 100 of anything. How should we celebrate this?
Well, that's a great question. How do you celebrate it? I don't know. How do you celebrate 100 episodes of a is this radio, podcast? What are we doing here, boys?
Yes.
We're all platforms, yes.
all platforms around the world. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you celebrate by getting tickets to the big pay-per-view on Long Island.
Oh, that's right. That's a good way to start. How about that, Gabe? If we're going to celebrate 100 episodes, we should be at the big pay-per-view on December 30th for AEW.
Yeah, absolutely. World's End. Sign me up, man. Does Daddy Magic have a hookup for us? Do we have,
Yeah, it's called the box office.
Wait a minute. We're all friends here. Some kind of inside. You're Daddy Magic. You can make things happen.
I don't know what to tell you, boys. It's a capitalistic society.
Matt, for you, when you look back on 2023, what's been the highlight for you personally in the wrestling ring?
Yeah, well, I mean, wow, that's tough. That's tough to answer, honestly. It wasn't the year that I was necessarily expecting. I didn't see the end of the Jericho Appreciation Society coming. I don't know how you feel watching the product, but it felt to me like when the year started, I'll say this. When the year started, I didn't think it would be over already. So I didn't see that happening. But I would say the last couple months have been pretty awesome, though. The tournament with Garcia, everything that we've been doing, getting back together with Hager, and it's been an absolute blast.
Well, with that, dive into the emotions and feelings you had by being able to go out and get the reception you did in your home country of Canada just a couple days ago.
Oh, you know what? When you asked me that question, that didn't even cross my mind. That would have to be a highlight, of course.
Good work, Gabe.
No, honestly, thank you for reminding me. Things just move so fast. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. Collision. It's Danny's last match in the tournament. That's where my mind was. Yeah, of course. Having my friends and family and my son at the arena that I grew up going to. I watched Survivor Series from that arena, guys. 97, right? The screw job. So to be there performing and get that type of reception on television is unbelievable. You can't even put it into words, And it almost felt like a career achievement award, if that makes any sense. It felt like a career achievement award, like a respect, like a level of respect from the city you grew up in.
Well, so what is it about Montreal that has that? Because I think we've seen that connection. I mean, obviously with Sami Zayn and everything that he's done. Every time he goes back there, he gets this hero's welcome. And you guys were treated, I would say, similarly. What is it about Montreal that absolutely loves one of their own like you?
It's just different in the sense that, so it's Canada, okay? But even within Canada, it's its own separate island because of the French, right? Quebec. Mm-hmm. So anytime somebody from there breaks out of that, it's even more special. And to me, that has to be the reason as to why it's so personal for everybody. It's not easy. It's not easy coming out of that, out of small time Quebec and branching out on a national scale within Canada, but then again to not only just branch out to the United States, but become successful on a national platform. It's crazy.
Daddy Magic, we want to be able to lift you. You're lifting us by being on the show of our 100th episode, but we got to lift you. Look what you've done. That hero's welcome in Canada. You've been able to do some commentary. You've been like a dad or a big brother to Daniel Garcia. That's the last time we saw you kind of talking to Daniel Garcia. You actually have had a great 2023, if you haven't noticed by now.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Also, yeah, another highlight is being able to commentate that entire episode of Rampage a couple of weeks ago. It was a great like check mark for me. You know, my first nationally televised complete show. That felt good.
I mean, also, I think that the character growth, like you talk about the stuff
Yes.
with Danny, we said in the group chat, like, hey, it's serious Daddy Magic. How do you go from hard nipples to being serious like you have in the last few weeks?
That's great. Yeah, that's true though. It's true. It's just the evolution of the way things go, and that's the great thing about being put in spots on television, and things happen with the characters that you associate with. It brings out different emotions, and you could show a different side. Because the majority of my AEW run, I've just been this wacky, zany guy, and then things happen to that wacky, zany guy, and he reacts differently. It's been great to be able to showcase that.
What is the schedule like now with the addition of Collision? I mean, does that extend the schedule, trying to figure out how that all works out? I know up in Canada, they did the Cape. That's always, got to be tough when they do the taping for the Saturday show on Tuesday before the Wednesday and Friday show and all that sort of thing. But with the addition of another show, has that made the life on the road any more hectic for you?
Yeah, definitely. Typically, they like to keep people... If you're a Saturday guy, you're a Saturday guy. If you're a Wednesday guy, you're a Wednesday guy. So it doesn't mix up too much. But for me, at least the last month, I've been doing both every single week. I was just thinking about it before. Like, how much time have I actually spent at home? The last... I started with Sammy Guevara, okay? Because I was telling him I'm on the way to the airport right now. And he goes, oh, I thought you were a day of guy. Meaning you fly in the day of the show, come home the next day, right? But I'm flying in the day before because just the schedule, Oklahoma City is weird to get to. So typically, because of the two shows, I do just go the day of just to save some time and maximize the time at home, right? Because otherwise I would just have Monday as a day off and that would be it.
AEW World's End taking place on December 30th at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum on Long Island, 7 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be on pay-per-view. It's the last pay-per-view for AEW for 2023. Make sure that you get a chance to see what happens. There's so much going on. I want to ask you about Daniel Garcia, though, because you were there side by side, interrupting his promo just to tell him, hey, I'm going to hold my tongue. I don't know what to say. So what happens with Daniel Garcia? He's pretty much out of the tournament, but he has one match left. So what can we expect
from that match?
From Daniel Garcia. Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested to see how he reacts, right? Like, it's an opportunity to play spoiler. It's like a team, in the NFL season that's eliminated from playoff contention, and you're kind of fighting. The players are still fighting for their jobs next season. So that's kind of what I want to see from Daniel. What's he going to show to the matchmakers at AEW? What's he bringing to the table? Is he a guy who's going to quit and take a knee, so to speak, on this match because it doesn't count really for anything in this tournament? And as a man, I want to see how he handles that.
For you, we've spent some time looking back on the year, some of our favorite matches. And with AEW matches, there are plenty to choose from. I feel like every week you can say, oh, this might be match of the year. What are some of your favorites watching this year, being in the back as a fan of wrestling, some of the matches you've seen this year?
You really put me on the spot there, boys.
I mean, come on. Is he going to remember something? He didn't remember that he got a Heroes Welcome in Canada. We're not going to remember big matches?
I'm half asleep. The CTE
Orange Cassidy versus someone. You can just say that. You're good.
That's lovely. I love. There's a great blood and guts match. I love the blood and guts match.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Very good. Very good.
What are goals now for you going forward? I know we've talked to you, when Jericho Appreciation Society was going on, you talked about how much of a dream come true that was, working with, again, a Canadian, somebody, one of your countrymen and a hero there. And now that group is dissolved and you're starting to evolve the character, what do you think some of your goals for 2024 are?
Yeah. I don't really know where the Daddy, what is the path for Daddy Magic moving forward? And I have to figure that out, like a specific goal and path. And it's something that I'm thinking about every day. Like, so I can't really give you a specific answer because I haven't figured it out exactly. I have to see where all the chips lay in the next couple of weeks here and go on from there, because everybody kind of has their own side story going on here. Like, Garcia's in the tournament that's going to be coming to an end. Angelo Parker is chasing a lady. Jake is obsessed with a hat. A lot of things are going on, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This is an honest answer. I don't know if I want to be a part of that. Okay. So we're gonna figure things out.
Okay, so let Good Karma Wrestling help you then. If you figure things out, let's see if we can help you.
Please.
Our idea is Daddy Magic everywhere. You're popping up on all the shows, commentator, promo, match, Ring of Honor. You're everywhere. So the whole thing is that we got to get you everywhere, especially in the commentary booth, because it's more of your personality. We got to expand the brand of Daddy Magic. So that's what I'm saying. So your pitch to Tony Khan is Daddy Magic everywhere, because that's what we want as Matt Menard fans.
That sounds great to me, guys. You can let the
Say it again. I'm sorry. Let's break it up. I think that was too strong for him, guys. I think it was so good.
Hey, look, more Daddy Magic is exactly what everybody needs. And I'm the guy that went out and bought the Daddy Magic T-shirt after we had him on last time. Like I'm all in on Daddy Magic. I think everybody else should be all in on Daddy Magic.
I think Daddy Magic everywhere. He should keep doing commentary. I think that you pop up on promos. He should just find his way on ROH TV as well, because that personality, a guy like that, should be everywhere on AEW television. So we hope the best for him in 2024, because he's one of our best guests that we had this year.
Yeah, certainly.